Hi, I'm Carissa.
Hi, nice to meet you. Welcome to the Social Work Agency of Cass County. Please have a seat.
Thank you.
So, how's your day been going so far?
Pretty good. How about you?
Good, thank you. So, I see here on your resume you are applying for the case manager position, correct?
Yes.
Awesome. So, then let's get started with the interview. Tell me just a little bit about yourself.
So I grew up in rural Minnesota, and throughout high school I really enjoyed classes in the humanities such as English and writing and history, and just learning about how different cultures are and different things that have happened in the world. And throughout high school I was also a camp counselor at a camp. And throughout that experience I really learned leadership skills and quick decision making, and especially listening skills with some campers who've had some really difficult family backgrounds and stuff happen to them, and just really learning to listen to them and be a comfort to them. And throughout that job that I had in the summer as a camp counselor, I really learned that I'm passionate about working with people and helping people. And then after that, I graduated from North Dakota State University with a degree in human development and family science, and also a social work degree from Minot State, and also a minor in Spanish. And I took Spanish throughout high school, and I really found that I was passionate about learning to connect with people who might not necessarily speak English, and just being able to help people in that way has just been a big joy to me.
Awesome. Next question is, what are your strengths and weaknesses?
So one of my strengths is that I'm pretty discerning when it comes to making rational decisions and just understanding what people's intentions might be in a situation. So when I'm about to make a decision, I really like to look at every possible route that I could take and every possible outcome, and really think through it before I make an impulsive decision. Another strength of mine is that I'm pretty good at working under pressure. So there's been times where I have 2 kids with a bloody nose, and one needs to go to the nurse, and one is crying when I was a camp counselor. And in those moments, I really found that I thrived just working under pressure and making the most rational decision when it came to who do I help and who do I delegate that I'm working with to go help someone else. And I find that that's also a strength of mine. And a weakness that I have is that when I'm frustrated at a specific situation or maybe a specific person, while it is good to talk about how I feel, sometimes I tend to tell maybe too many people about how I feel, which can bring down the energy in the workplace or maybe cause some more division. So I'm just kind of working on keeping my grievances with people just between us. And another weakness I currently have is my lack of experience. So I did have an internship my senior year of college, but besides that, I haven't had any social work experience. So if I were to get hired, I would need a little bit more attention, a little bit more training than a normal person who's already had jobs in this area before.
Okay. So next question for you is, what is your work style?
So I would say that my work style is pretty realistic and assertive, but I also like to have fun with the people I'm working with and not be too strict on what needs to get done. I like to take everything as it comes. I don't necessarily focus on all the small details right away, but I just like to take each aspect as it comes. And I feel that I'm pretty skilled at looking at what things with the project or the situation need to really be focused on is most important, and what things are still important but don't need to have as much focus.
Okay. Describe the process you go through for developing a case plan.
So, like I said, I haven't had a specific social work job before, but from what I learned in school, what I would first do is I would just meet with the client and just kind of assess where they're at, what they're looking for, what they need, whether it's a mental health service or maybe a healthcare plan or housing or something like that. Just get a general idea of who this person is and what they're looking for. And after that, I would like to set a few goals with them, just some long-term goals that they want. Like maybe their goal is to find a new place to live, maybe their goal is to get a new job. Just set those longer-term goals that they can look towards. And also, I would offer resources specifically to what they need. So if they come in specifically looking for healthcare, I can find some healthcare resources and explain different plans that they could have. Or if they specifically have mental health problems, I can refer them to a social worker who specializes in mental health, and they can get those special services that they need for that. And lastly, I would make sure to set up appointments so I can continually meet with them and mark their progress and make sure that they are reaching the goals they need so that they can thrive and live a good life.
Okay. Are you a leader or a follower?
So I would consider myself more of a leader. If I'm in a situation where someone is leading and they're doing a great job and they're handling things very well, I am totally okay with letting them lead and just taking direction. But if there is a time where someone is leading and maybe they aren't as successful at it or something, I won't condemn them about it or make a big deal out of it, but I might just make my voice more known and just help people around me so that what needs to be get done can get done.
Okay. Next question is, what specific policy issues are you interested in?
So currently I'm very interested in the healthcare system and how we are one of the most developed countries, yet we still don't have free healthcare, and just making sure that we continue to fight for policies that will help people get the healthcare that they need, because a lot of people put off getting surgeries done or getting different appointments made just because they can't afford it. And I don't think that your situation given in life should cost you your health or your life. I'm also really interested in incarceration and how we view people criminally, and I'm interested in pouring more money back into the community so that people can not feel like they need to steal something or feel like they need to turn to drugs, but instead they'll have the resources they need so that they don't have to deal with going to prison and they can just thrive and live their life.
Awesome, thank you. So our last question is, do you have any questions for me?
Yes, so I was just wondering, how would you describe the employee culture here?
Yeah, so here at our company, we like to focus a lot on community. One example we do is every year we do our community picnic. We get together the entire company and we have a great social time, nice bonding for our employees. One of the main things we like to focus on is competition is not our main priority. We like to care about the work we do and caring for our clients. Does that answer your question?
Yeah.
Awesome. So do you have any more questions for us?
Not at this time, no.
Awesome. So I think this concludes our interview, and thank you for coming in today.
Thank you so much.
Nice meeting you.
You too.